Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back with another video, and this time I am back with a haul video. Actually, it's a Happy Mail package from my wonderful and dear friend Miss Nancy May, and I have had this package for a couple of weeks. Excuse me while I grab a quick drink. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat there. I've had this package for a couple of weeks, and I got it when I had work, and then I got sick, so I am back to finally share it with you all. So anyways, let's jump right in. Thank you so much, Nancy. I absolutely loved everything. So here is this Hearts embossing folder. It is by the Paper Studio, so hopefully you can see that a little better like that. So that will be fun to use. And then she included a couple of stamps, and I think was two in here. This one is called Stamp and Die Collection Stack Die. I think there's another one. There was a big one and a small one, so I'm gonna have to look around for that. This is from Whimsy Stamps, and I will try and leave links to both of these products. I had to go and look them up and see the samples that were used. This one looks like it has never been used because the samples that I saw looks like you cut this piece out, and I did see some really wonderful samples with this. This is Flourish Oval Die Set. So I will be excited to try, or I am excited to try both of these. There are a bunch of, it looks like gel plate pulls and a bunch of fun backgrounds. So this one kind of is groovy and reminds me of the 70s. There is this one. And this one is very textured. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but I really do like that one. And this one is really neat. I love these colors. I would have never thought to use these, but I love both of those, this print and this print. And then she sent this wonderful and fabulous tag with all its glory and goodness. So there's that one. And this background has a lot of texture, so I'm assuming this was a gel plate pull. And then there's this one with the moth. It has the same background, similar style tag. I love both of these tags very much. There is this one, which is an Easter one. And then this is her card, and I believe she wrote a little note inside. So look at this. I think this is from Whimsy Stamps. I want to say it's Grumpin' Pumpkin or some kind of something tree from Whimsy Stamps. Nancy, if you can leave that information in the comments and let us all know, that would be wonderful. But I love this card. I believe this is a bigger card. I'm guessing it's 5x7. So that was a lot of fun. And then this looks like it was embossed. I don't know if that was a stencil and dry embossing, and then it has a really pretty die cut edge. It looks like she tried to put some paste or something on it as well, but that'll make some kind of fun background. And then there is this stencil from Hero Arts. This one is called Tide Stencil SA197. And then this one is from Hero Arts. It's kind of retro and geometric looking. It is called Leaf Stencil, and it is 5.5 by 5.25 by 6.5, SA196. So those will both be fun to test out. And then she did send some Halloween paper. There was this one with the spiders on the back. Some of these were double-sided, some were not. And then I think these are from Whimsy. I'm not positive, but these look like they're quick card fronts. This one anyways. And this one is double-sided with the cool spider web. And there's this one that looks like you're walking into a spooky place. And that one is blank on the back. And then there's these spider webs, and that is just plain on the back. And then we've got the pumpkins and the hats, and it's got some fun bats on the back side. And we've got cauldrons and witches' hats. And those look like candy canes with purple, so. And the witch's broom. And that has the black cats with the orange stripes. Pumpkins in a kind of a bokeh pattern. And that's plain on the back. And the spider webs with the ghosts and the little coffins. And then just a pretty kind of ombre green. And this one has lights. And I believe these ones are all plain. This is a bokeh. These kind of remind me of maybe Christmas. And then there was this piece as well that I had cut up to use on something, and I don't think I used that. And then there's this one. Looks like she was experimenting with some foiling. And then there's this stencil by scrapbook.com called Jack-o'-lantern. And then in here, let me see, I believe there's 2 stencils in here. And I don't know if I have anything that I can show you on. Hopefully you can see that. It's a really, I mean, this paper is 8.5 by 11, so this is a great big stencil. It's a butterfly with flowers on the other side. That's very pretty. And then this one kind of reminds me of maybe a star with a sun, or maybe it's supposed to be a sunflower, but it is very pretty too. And they were both in this packet, so I don't know if this is the correct packet or she just stuck them in there, because I think this one matches this. And this one, sorry, this is the one that was in there, and it is All in Create stencil number 85. Abundance is what it looks like. So you can see that one there, and that's what that stencil looks like. So there's those great big stencils. And then there is this one, which is called Lavish Lacework by Dawn Bibby Designs. And then there's this background and this background. And I really like this one. That's very pretty. And then there's this one, which I really love too. And then this one looks like it was done on, I'm guessing this is tissue paper. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Nancy. It's not got the same feeling, so I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know. Very pretty. And then this one's got a lot of, it looks like she took gold leaf and maybe added it, or gold foiling. And then this one is bright and fun, and I like this part here at the top. It's a nice big stencil. And then there's this little piece. And then this I did cut, and I used part of this in our, we have a little group on Instagram. We have a little message group, and we've been swapping ATCs, and I did use this in part of one of my ATCs that I made for our latest swap, which was ATCs in August. So you can put in that hashtag, and if people have shared, hopefully they've used that hashtag and you can see what they have shared. And then this is from This Calls for Confetti. This is the Sasquatch foot die or Bigfoot die. I don't know the exact name, but I do have this, but this is really cool. And then we have some more paper that I'm not sure what it is, but this is bats. And then this one. And then we have this background. And this is definitely tissue paper, I believe, because it's very thin and crinkly. And then this one looks like it could be one of those pages that you color in. This is a nice big background. I really love this one. And then we have this one on this side and this one on this side. As Nancy always says, the background becomes the background, because this is not one of my favorite ones, but in the end it's just the background, and people aren't really they're gonna notice it, but they're gonna notice your focal point and focal image more than just the background. So some of these will be a challenge for me to use. This one must have been done with alcohol inks. And this one must be tissue paper because it's really thin. And this one is a big tree stencil. And that brings us to the end. So let me go ahead and put something up here for you to look at. I just want to say thank you so much to Nancy for all of the wonderful and fabulous goodies. I can't wait to play with the stencil and come back and show you what I have made with some of these backgrounds and the wonderful dies. Let me go ahead and show her fabulous card again. Thank you so much, Nancy. I appreciate you and our friendship, and thank you so much for sharing these wonderful goodies with me. I will try and leave a link to the Whimsy Dies and to Nancy's channel in the comment box down below. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification and the like button. It helps this channel grow, and I am trying to reach towards getting 1,000 subscribers. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.